Welcome back to Decoding Complexities. I am Pradeep. Alright, so in the last video, we discussed the idea about a simple list like 3, 4 is actually a vector. It's an arrow with a magnitude or length and a direction. So, how do we actually identify its length? The good news is we already know how to do it. Let's take a look at our vector on a graph. It's an arrow pointing to the point 3, 4. If we just drop a line down to the x-axis, we'll see it forms a simple right angle triangle. The base of the triangle is 3 units long, the height is 4 units. The vector itself is the hypotenuse. And we all remember the Pythagorean theorem from school for this. A square plus b square is equal to c square. So, the magnitude is just the square root of a square plus b square, in our case 3 square plus 4 square, which is 9 plus 16, which gives us the square root of 25, and the length is 5. That's it. The formula for calculating magnitude is something we already know. Now, how do we do this in code? We could do it from scratch. So let's take an example where we define a list 3, 4, calculate the square of each element, which is for 3 and 4, and calculate the square root for sum of the squares, and that's the magnitude. So where it will be like we are calculating the square of 3 and 4, which is 3 square plus 4 square, and calculating the square root of 3 square plus 4 square, and the output is 5. But in machine learning, we'll almost always use a library called numpy. It has a function norm that does this for us. So we can see an example by using numpy. We need to import the library numpy, and we need to define our vector as numpy array, and magnitude of this vector can be calculated by the function norm. So this norm function is just a faster way to do the same Pythagoras calculation. In machine learning, we often hear this called the L2 norm of a vector. It's the same thing as magnitude. So now we know what a vector is, and you know how to calculate its length. If that was helpful, hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next video where we will look at our first vector operation, vector addition. Thanks for watching.